Appetizers are the name of the game today, and I'm going to show you my family's version of what's got to be one of the all-time most popular apps, the quesadilla. It's a really simple plate. 3 things, which I love. This is basically a twist on a traditional quesadilla using French cheese. I'm using Brie, which is a delicious, really creamy cow's milk cheese, and then some green grapes for a little bit of acid and brightness. This is my mom's recipe, so it's really close to my heart. She would make it for us every summer whenever we would get hungry, and it was one of her go-to recipes to whip up really quickly. So the key to this recipe is in the Brie. You only have 3 ingredients, so it's really important that each of those ingredients are really good because that's all you're gonna taste. And when you taste Brie, you'll notice that it has sort of a tangy, pungent flavor, but a really rich, creamy, just sort of melt in your mouth texture. So it's a really beautiful combination. So to get started, I'm gonna start slicing my grapes. And when you're making a quesadilla, you actually don't need a lot. So I like using just a couple so you get really great sort of pop of that flavor and texture. Next, I'm going to slice my Brie. And the thing here is Brie loves to melt. So a little bit of it goes a really long way. So I'm gonna slice this pretty thin. To make sure I get plenty of coverage on the quesadilla, I'm gonna slice these in half. Well, now I just need to put my quesadillas together. The hard part's over. I basically have all the makings of a really delicious snack that'll be ready in about 10 minutes. Starting with my tortilla, I have that down here, and I'm gonna lay in a couple of my Brie slices. And I kinda like to smash it in a little bit just to get a little bit of coverage. And the thing here is you're not gonna coat the entire thing in Brie. You don't wanna do that, otherwise you're just gonna have Brie all over your pan, and that is not a good thing. You want just a little bit so it melts and fills in all the nooks and crannies. You can see I saved these last 2 slices. I'm gonna dot some of the grape halves here, and then I'm gonna put the other slices on top. So you would get like a bite of grape with cheese over it, cheese under it, just everything will melt together. Now, I'm just gonna top it off with the other tortilla, and it's ready to cook. I'm turning my heat on to about medium low, and the reason why I'm cooking at a low temperature is because I want it to cook evenly. It's like when you make a grilled cheese, you want it to be crispy and gooey. You don't want a burnt tortilla and cold cheese. So lower temperature means even cooking. So now I'm gonna grab my cooking spray, and it's important to know that when you use cooking spray or really any oil, you wanna get the pan to heat up first because just like anything else, spray, oil, butter, it can burn. So I like to do this at the last second. And the tortilla goes on. And I'll let it brown on this side for a few minutes. So this is ready to flip. And the way you can tell is the tortilla shrinks a little bit. So a good indicator is if you see it kind of shrink down, and you can lift it up and take a peek, but I like it when it gets nice and golden brown and crunchy because it's that contrast of textures that makes this such a delicious appetizer. Well, this looks perfectly golden brown and so ready to eat. So I'm gonna take this back and give it a try. This looks too good. I can't really contain myself, so I am definitely sneaking a bite. I like to slice quesadillas like a pizza because it just makes it really easy for everyone to grab a slice. All right, it's time to give it a try. That is so delicious, and if I have to say so, it is just like how Mom used to make them. The Brie is really buttery and mild and a little tangy, and then combined with the grapes, it's just that perfect hint of sweetness. It's such a good bite, and you just saw, so easy to make, so what's a girl not to love?